one of my top teams that I really wanted to go to. So being able to do that was definitely really cool for me. Um, all the guys, all the people I've met with all the meetings, really kind of I really liked every single one of them. Didn't find a guy I didn't like. So, and especially with Nolan McLean being my like right hand man, kind of for me asking him questions, seeing what he's doing, seeing what he's going through, all that stuff kind of gave me a good idea. And it just so happened to be I'm with the same organization as him.
Great. Well, once again, congratulations. We'll start with some questions. Why don't we go with Anthony DeComo from MLB.com?
Hey Carson, congratulations. I wanted to ask you about Nolan. First of all, have you heard from him in the last half hour or so?
Yeah, he's texting my phone nonstop right now. He wants to hop on a call with me. He's pretty hyped up. We were roommates in back at OSU on road trips and whatnot. So I'd say that's one of my biggest friends I've made over the past few years. So being able to continue my career with him, it's gonna be pretty cool.
And just what is your expectation? I know obviously you pitched in college as well. What is your expectation about continuing to do that? And what has Nolan told you about sort of his journey doing that in the pros?
He recently told me that he set down the bat. He said it was just really hard on his body. So for me, I would at least like a shot, like to be able to do both, just to because why not? It's there. And if one or the other suffers or my body's like can't handle it, then I'll know. I'll know it's time to set down one or the other.
Have the Mets given you any indication that they'll let you do both?
Um, I'm pretty sure really they've been pretty open to it. A lot of teams have been, but I guess we'll still have to see.
Cool. Thank you. Congrats again.
Thank you.
If you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand feature. Next, we'll go from Peter from the Daily News.
Hi, Carson. Congratulations. Uh,
Thank you.
just first of all, I guess just how would you describe your game, to Mets fans who are now going to get to learn a little more about you?
Really, I just love to have fun. So playing the game, it's always been fun to me. So going out there and having the best time while I'm out on the field is really one of the parts I pride myself in, is never really taking it too serious, but also having the most competitiveness while I'm playing the game and having the most fun I can. So really just trying my hardest, doing all that, trying to be a good teammate, and just really everything falls into place.
And do you have a preference, speaking of fun or just in your competitiveness? I mean, do you have a preference between hitting and pitching?
Um, obviously, hitting's a little more fun because like you get to be in the lineup every day. I'd like to like have an impact on the game. So being out every 5 games or so wouldn't be too appealing for me, but definitely love to impact the game in any way I can.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Additional questions for Carson? Back to Tony.
Yeah, just where are you tonight? Who are you with? How are you celebrating this?
They asked me to go to the draft, but I decided to just stay home and get another little get together with my family. Figured that would be better. So I'm with all my close family and just a lot of people who have impacted my career throughout the years.
Yeah. And I guess just back to Nolan for a second. What you first met him when you first got to campus? Is that how the relationship sort of started?
Like right whenever I got to campus, we were both gingers. We were both two ways. So really, we kind of stuck to each other, and it was really fun having him around.
So it was like a Step Brothers moment. Like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah, a little bit like that.
How much have you been able to sort of talk to him and interact with him, on a regular basis since he left OSU?
I'd say last year not as much, but this year I'd say beginning of the year probably weekly. Now it's like probably daily, honestly. Um, we play video games together, so we'll hop on Rocket League and we'll tear some kids up in that. And we're always playing the game, or I'm shooting him questions if I have anything, ask him how he's doing, anything like that.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mark Sanchez from the Post.
Congratulations. I apologize. I'm at the draft and it's
Oh,
loud here.
No problem.
You mentioned that the Mets people you really liked. Were you kind of expecting to land with the Mets, or did this come as a surprise today?
Obviously a lot of the like mock drafts that I've seen, because it's kind of hard to like block all that stuff out, but I've seen quite a few of them, and quite a few of them had me landing like right in that sweet spot, like 18, 19, 20, and a lot of them were to the Mets, and especially with all the information that I gathered from Nolan about them being a great organization, great people, all that. It definitely didn't really surprise me too much. I was just glad I landed there.
Tim Britton from The Athletic.
Hey, congratulations again. You mentioned you liked all the people you met with the Mets beforehand. What was that kind of pre-draft process like for you meeting not just with the Mets people, but with people from other teams as well?
It was a lot. It was a lot of meetings. I think I had probably like 30 meetings in the fall, and then circling back around to after the season, I think I had 20 some in the combine, and then a lot of phone calls, a lot of like paperwork, medicals, all that. So it was quite a bit, but it's definitely a privilege to be able to do all that.
And then have you been to New York before? What's your experience with the city?
Never actually. Closest I've been was I went to Cape Cod for like a couple weeks, but that's about it. Never been up there. Kind of excited.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go with Andrew Drudenick.
Hey Carson, congratulations. Just can you talk a little bit about just your style of offense, kind of what you think your skill sets are with the bat in your hands, and maybe some things that you plan to kind of work on as you kind of get in the system?
Really, I don't think there's a lot of like stuff that I can't do with the bat in my hands, and I like to stay confident, because without confidence, you're not going to be good in this game, because it'll tear you down. But being able to stay confident is one of my main things. But as to what I'll be working on is more like inside pitch, I'd say. I'd say getting the inside pitch, getting that, hitting that more clean, getting my hands in there, and also trying to lift the ball a little bit more.